Title: The Whistling Hollow. Grayson Hollow, a secluded Appalachian town with fewer than 800 residents, lives in peaceful isolation. Thick forests surround the town, and its people are bound by generations of quiet rural life. Folks go to church on Sundays. Kids play in the woods, and old stories are shared over pie at Molly's Diner. Life is predictable. Safe. Harold Finch, a retired schoolteacher and local historian, often tells stories from the town's past, legends no one takes seriously anymore. Among them is one his grandfather swore was true, the Mouth That Sings, an old native legend about a cursed hollow in the woods. Most dismiss it as folklore. On October 12, 2024, everything changes. At exactly 2:13 a.m., a strange whistling sound flows through the trees. It's not mechanical, not natural either. A low, breathy tone that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere. Dogs howl. Lights flick on. People peer through windows. But the sound stops at 3 a.m., leaving behind a profound silence. It returns the next night. Then again, always at 2:13. Identical duration. Identical tone. On the fourth night, the Miller house burns to the ground. No sign of how the fire started. No wiring, no gas, no cause. The family barely survives. The fire marshal is baffled. Panic begins to take root. People start hearing the whistle during the day. Animals become skittish. Children complain of nightmares about a black shape in the trees. Then the disappearances begin. Ella Carmichael vanishes from her home. Her last recorded call contains a chilling whisper. It's in the forest. It knows I can hear it. Soon after, 10-year-old Daniel Givens is found alone in the woods. He's dazed, repeating a melody matching the nightly whistle. He doesn't speak again. Military-grade investigators arrive, suspecting a covert weapon or a Cold War relic, possibly buried tech or psychological warfare. They find nothing but a pattern. The whistle always originates from a specific wooded ridge just outside town, and something beneath the ridge is vibrating. Harold Finch remembers his grandfather's journal, notes from 1901 when miners struck something not of earth. The miners described it as a bell-shaped structure, half-buried, black and smooth, humming like a voice too deep to hear. Harold guides the investigators to the abandoned mine shaft. They descend. Inside, they find it 30 feet tall, lodged in the stone, breathing sound. It emits the exact frequency of the nightly whistle. One investigator, O'Connell, touches it. He collapses in seizure. Later, he mutters, "They're not dead. They're dreaming, waiting." The bell keeps them locked inside. They realize the bell is not a relic. It is a seal, a supernatural lock placed over something ancient and awake. The whistle changes. Louder, longer. Now it causes bleeding ears, madness in animals. A pastor goes blind overnight, ranting about the watchers beneath the hill. People flee. Government agents retreat, without explanation. Some believe they've seen figures in the woods, tall, lanky, shimmering in the corners of vision, always watching. One final night, the whistle stops. Instead, a single, deep chime rings out across Grayson Hollow. The forest groans. Birds fall from the sky. The earth swells as if breathing. Then silence. The structure beneath the hill is gone. The town begins to empty. Survivors move far away. The few who stay refuse to go near the forest. They don't talk about the whistle. They don't talk about the missing. Years later, a child in a neighboring town draws a picture of a tall black bell, hidden in trees. He says he heard it in a dream. On the back of his drawing are 4 words. It was never locked.